Cosmic Connections. In the quiet town of Millbrook, nestled among rolling hills and dense forests, lived Jake Anderson, a 28-year-old software developer with a passion for the unknown. Jake's life was ordinary, filled with lines of code and late-night gaming sessions, until the day he stumbled upon a social media profile that would change everything. It was 2:37 a.m. on a Tuesday when Jake's tired eyes caught sight of a username that seemed to flicker and shift. Stardust_Wanderer_42. Intrigued, he clicked on the profile, expecting to find another role-playing account or elaborate bot. What he found instead defied explanation. The profile's images were unlike anything Jake had ever seen. Landscapes of impossible colors, creatures that seemed to defy the laws of physics, and skies filled with stars in patterns unknown to human astronomy. The bio simply read, "Greetings, Earth. I come in peace and curiosity." Jake's heart raced as he sent a message, half expecting no response. "Hey there, cool profile. Are you really not from Earth?" The reply came instantly, as if bypassing the limits of digital communication. "Hello, Jake Anderson of Earth. Your assumption is correct. I am Zara, an explorer from the Andromeda Galaxy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance across the cosmic divide." Over the next few weeks, Jake and Zara's conversations spanned topics from the mundane to the mind-bending. Zara explained how her species had mastered faster-than-light communication, allowing her to interact with Earth's internet in real time despite being light years away. Jake found himself sharing everything about human life, from the taste of pizza to the complexities of human emotions. In return, Zara painted vivid pictures of her world with words, describing a civilization that had long ago solved issues like disease, poverty, and environmental destruction. As their bond grew, Jake realized he was developing feelings for Zara, feelings that transcended the boundaries of species and space. He wondered if it was possible to fall in love with someone he'd never met, someone who wasn't even human. One night, as Jake sat in his dimly lit room, the soft glow of his computer screen illuminating his face, Zara dropped a bombshell that would alter the course of both their lives. "Jake, I've made a decision. I want to experience your world firsthand. I'm coming to Earth." Jake's fingers hovered over the keyboard, his mind reeling. "Zara, is that even possible? How would you get here? Where would you stay? What about the risks?" Zara's response was tinged with excitement and determination. "I've been studying Earth's defenses and concealment technologies. I can slip through undetected. As for where I'll stay, I was hoping I could rely on your hospitality." The implications of harboring an alien hit Jake like a meteor. It was dangerous, illegal, and could change the course of human history. Yet, the thought of meeting Zara in person, of being able to see and touch the being he'd grown so close to, overrode all logical objections. "Okay," Jake typed, his hands shaking slightly. "When will you arrive?" "In approximately 72 Earth hours. I'll send you the exact coordinates for my landing site. Jake, thank you. You've shown me that there's so much more to your species than our data suggested. I can't wait to experience it all with you." As Jake sat back in his chair, the weight of what he'd just agreed to settled over him. In 3 days, he would become the first human to make direct contact with an alien being. He would be responsible for helping Zara navigate Earth, for keeping her existence a secret, and for protecting her from those who might wish to exploit or harm her. But beyond the fear and the uncertainty, there was a spark of excitement. Jake had always dreamed of being part of something bigger than himself, of making a difference in the world. Now, he was about to embark on an adventure that could reshape the very fabric of human understanding. As the sun began to rise, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, Jake made a promise to himself and to Zara. He would do whatever it took to make this work, to bridge the gap between their worlds, and to prove that love truly could conquer the vastness of space itself. Little did Jake know that Zara's arrival would set in motion a chain of events that would not only test their bond, but challenge the very notions of what it meant to be human, and what humanity's place in the cosmos truly was. The countdown to first contact had begun, and the fate of two worlds hung in the balance. Stardust rendezvous. The next 72 hours were a whirlwind for Jake. He frantically prepared for Zara's arrival, transforming his modest apartment into a makeshift alien sanctuary. He stocked up on various foods, unsure of what Zara could consume, and acquired blackout curtains to ensure her privacy. All the while, his mind raced with questions and possibilities. As the appointed time drew near, Jake drove his beat-up pickup truck to the coordinates Zara had provided, a secluded clearing deep in the Millbrook forest. The night was moonless, the stars above twinkling with newfound significance. At precisely midnight, the air began to shimmer and crackle with energy. A soft, pulsating hum filled the clearing, growing louder with each passing second. Jake's heart pounded in his chest as a sphere of swirling, iridescent light materialized before him. The sphere expanded, then dissipated, revealing a figure that took Jake's breath away. Zara stood about 7 feet tall, her body slender and graceful. Her skin shimmered with a faint, bioluminescent glow that shifted colors like the aurora borealis. Large, almond-shaped eyes peered at Jake with an intensity that seemed to peer into his very soul. Jake, Zara's voice resonated in his mind, a melody of thoughts and emotions rather than spoken words. It's truly you. Jake stepped forward, his hand outstretched. Zara, you're real. You're actually here. As their fingers touched, a spark of energy passed between them, and Jake gasped. In that moment, he felt a connection deeper than anything he'd ever experienced, a glimpse into the vastness of Zara's mind and the depth of her journey across the stars. Their reunion was cut short by the distant sound of vehicles approaching. "We need to go," Jake whispered urgently. "Someone might have detected your arrival." They rushed to Jake's truck, Zara's otherworldly grace contrasting sharply with the vehicle's rusty exterior. As they sped away, headlights appeared in the rearview mirror, pursuing them through the winding forest roads. "Hold on," Jake said, gripping the steering wheel tightly. He veered off the main road onto a narrow, overgrown path he remembered from his childhood explorations. The truck bounced and jostled as they plunged deeper into the woods, the sounds of pursuit fading behind them. Finally, they emerged on the outskirts of town, the lights of Millbrook twinkling in the distance. Jake let out a sigh of relief, glancing at Zara. "Welcome to Earth. Sorry, it's not quite the arrival we planned." Zara's eyes crinkled in what Jake assumed was a smile. "On the contrary, Jake, this is exactly the kind of adventure I hoped to experience." Over the next few days, Jake introduced Zara to the wonders and oddities of human life. Her reactions were a mix of childlike wonder and profound insight. She marveled at the taste of ice cream, calling it frozen starlight, and spent hours watching squirrels in the park, fascinated by their seemingly chaotic movements. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Zara's presence began to cause unexplainable phenomena around Millbrook. Electronics would glitch when she passed by, plants would grow at accelerated rates in her presence, and people reported strange dreams of distant worlds. One evening, as they sat on the roof of Jake's apartment building watching the sunset, Zara turned to him with an intense gaze. "Jake, there's something I need to tell you. The reason I came to Earth, it wasn't just curiosity." Jake's pulse quickened. "What do you mean?" Zara's skin rippled with waves of deep blue and purple. "My species, we're facing a crisis. A genetic degradation that threatens our very existence. We've been searching the galaxy for compatible DNA to help us evolve and survive. When I connected with you, I felt a resonance I've never experienced before. I believe you might be the key to saving my people." The implications of her words hit Jake like a tidal wave. "Are you saying you want to mate with me?" Zara nodded, her eyes shimmering with a mix of hope and uncertainty. "It's more than that, Jake. It's about creating a bridge between our species, a new form of life that could ensure the survival of both our worlds." Jake's mind reeled. The idea was both terrifying and exhilarating. But before he could respond, a bright light illuminated the rooftop. The whir of helicopter blades filled the air, and a magnified voice boomed. "This is the United States government. We have detected an unauthorized extraterrestrial presence. Surrender immediately." Jake grabbed Zara's hand. "We need to run, now." As they raced down the stairs, Jake's phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. "If you want to keep us safe, come to the old observatory. Hurry." With government agents closing in and the fate of two worlds hanging in the balance, Jake and Zara plunged into the night, unsure of what lay ahead, but knowing their journey together was far from over. The chase was on, and the true test of their cosmic connection was about to begin. Quantum entanglement. The old Millbrook Observatory loomed before them, a dilapidated dome silhouetted against a star-studded sky. Jake and Zara approached cautiously, their hearts racing in sync. As they neared the entrance, a figure emerged from the shadows, a woman with wild grey hair and eyes that sparkled with manic intelligence. Dr. Samantha Rees. Jake gasped, recognizing his former astrophysics professor. "You sent the message." The eccentric scientist grinned. "Who else would be crazy enough to help harbor an alien? Now come on, we don't have much time." Inside the observatory, amid a chaos of outdated equipment and cutting-edge tech, Dr. Rees revealed her secret. She had been monitoring extraterrestrial communications for years. "I knew this day would come," she said, activating a hidden panel. A holographic display flickered to life, showing multiple red dots converging on their location. "Government task forces," Dr. Rees explained. "And something else." She pointed to a pulsing blue dot approaching rapidly from the upper atmosphere. "I think your people have noticed your absence, dear." Zara's skin rippled with anxiety. "The Syndicate. They're the ones who sent me on this mission, but they won't understand what I've discovered here. They'll want to harvest Earth's genetic material by force." Jake's mind raced. They were caught between two forces, each potentially devastating for Earth. "We need a plan. Something to show both sides that cooperation is better than conflict." Dr. Ree's eyes lit up. "I might have just the thing, but it's risky, untested, and might alter the fabric of reality as we know it." "Sounds perfect," Jake said with a nervous laugh. The next few hours were a blur of frantic preparation. Dr. Rees explained her theory, a way to create a quantum entanglement between human and alien DNA, proving their compatibility and potential for peaceful symbiosis. The process involved Zara's advanced biotechnology and an experimental particle accelerator hidden beneath the observatory. As dawn broke, multiple black SUVs surrounded the building. A voice boomed through a megaphone. "This is Agent Carter of the Extraterrestrial Task Force. Come out with your hands up and surrender the alien entity." Simultaneously, a sleek silver craft descended from the clouds, hovering ominously above the observatory. A telepathic message resonated in their minds. "Zara of the exploratory course, you've violated protocol. Surrender yourself and the human specimens for processing." Jake looked at Zara, then at Dr. Rees. "It's now or never." They activated the particle accelerator. The observatory trembled as waves of energy pulsed through the building. Jake and Zara stood at the center, hands clasped, as strands of light enveloped them. Outside, both human and alien forces breached the observatory's defenses. Agent Carter burst through the door, weapon raised, just as a towering crystalline being materialized from the alien craft. What they witnessed defied explanation. Jake and Zara's forms had merged, surrounded by a swirling vortex of energy. Their voices spoke in unison, resonating with otherworldly power. "We are the bridge between worlds, proof that humanity and alien life can coexist, evolve, and thrive together. The future of both our species lies not in conflict, but in unity." The energy field expanded, washing over everyone present. For a brief moment, humans and aliens alike experienced a profound connection, a glimpse of a shared consciousness that spanned the cosmos. As the light faded, Jake and Zara stood separate once more, but fundamentally changed. Strands of bioluminescence flickered beneath Jake's skin, while Zara's form had taken on distinctly human characteristics. Agent Carter lowered his weapon, awe etched on his face. The alien emissary's crystalline structure pulsed with new colors, indicating intense emotional shifts. Dr. Reeves stepped forward, her voice filled with excitement. What we've witnessed here today is nothing short of miraculous. A new form of life, a perfect blend of human and alien DNA. This could revolutionize our understanding of the universe. The alien emissary spoke, its thoughts now understandable to all present. We had not considered the possibility of such harmony. Perhaps there is much our civilizations can learn from each other. Agent Carter nodded slowly. I'll need to contact my superiors, but I believe we're standing on the brink of a new era for humanity. As the sun rose fully, bathing the observatory in golden light, Jake and Zara embraced. Their journey was far from over. There would be challenges ahead, diplomatic hurdles to overcome, and a galaxy of possibilities to explore. But in that moment, as humans and aliens began to cautiously interact, sharing knowledge and stories, one thing was clear. The universe had become a much smaller and far more wondrous place. Jake smiled at Zara, his eyes now flecked with starlight. So, about that mate thing? Zara laughed, the sound like cosmic wind chimes. I think we've already started something far greater than either of us imagined. As news of the event at Millbrook Observatory spread across the globe, humanity collectively held its breath. The dawn of a new age of cosmic collaboration had begun, all because one human and one alien dared to reach across the stars and make a connection. The story of Jake and Zara would be told for generations to come, a testament to the power of love, curiosity, and the indomitable human spirit that could touch the very stars themselves. Cosmic diplomacy. The weeks following the Millbrook incident, as it came to be known, were a whirlwind of activity that thrust Jake and Zara into the global spotlight. Their unprecedented genetic fusion had opened doors previously thought impossible, and the world was scrambling to adapt to this new reality. The United Nations convened an emergency session, establishing the first-ever Department of Extraterrestrial Affairs. To everyone's surprise, Jake and Zara were appointed as Earth's primary ambassadors to the stars. Their unique bond and ability to bridge the gap between human and alien made them the perfect candidates for this monumental task. As they stood before the UN General Assembly, Jake couldn't help but marvel at the surreal turn his life had taken. Just months ago, he was a nobody software developer in a small town. Now, he was addressing world leaders with Zara by his side, their intertwined fingers glowing softly with shared bioluminescence. Distinguished delegates, Jake began, his voice steady despite his nerves, we stand at the threshold of a new era for humanity. The universe has opened its doors to us, and it's our responsibility to step through with courage, wisdom, and an open mind. Zara continued, her melodic thoughts now audible to all thanks to a device developed by Dr. Reeves. My people, the Andromedans, are eager to share our knowledge and technology, but we must proceed with caution and mutual respect. The balance of power in the galaxy is delicate, and Earth's emergence as a player on the cosmic stage will not go unnoticed. The assembly hall buzzed with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. The reality of Earth's new position in the galactic community was both thrilling and terrifying. As Jake and Zara worked tirelessly to establish protocols for human-alien interaction, challenges arose from unexpected quarters. Religious leaders grappled with the theological implications of extraterrestrial life. Conspiracy theorists who had long claimed alien presence on Earth now faced the irony of opposing open contact. And world governments jockeyed for position, each wanting to be at the forefront of this new frontier. But the greatest challenge came from within. The genetic changes Jake and Zara had undergone were continuing to evolve. They found themselves developing new abilities, telepathic communication, enhanced physical attributes, and glimpses of possible futures. While these changes fascinated scientists, they also sparked fear among those who saw them as a threat to human purity. Anti-alien protests erupted in major cities worldwide. Signs reading Earth for humans and no alien DNA became common sights. Jake and Zara found themselves at the center of a storm of controversy, their love scrutinized and debated on a global scale. One evening, as they sat in their high-security apartment overlooking New York City, Jake turned to Zara, his eyes flickering with starlight. "Sometimes I wonder if we did the right thing. Maybe Earth wasn't ready for this." Zara's skin rippled with soothing blues and greens. "Transformation is never easy, Jake. But look at what we've achieved." She waved her hand, activating a holographic display showing news feeds from around the world. Images flashed before them. Scientists from different countries collaborating with Andromedan researchers, breakthrough medical treatments emerging from alien technology, and the first human-alien school opening its doors to eager young minds. "We're making a difference," Zara said softly. "It's not perfect, but it's progress." Their moment of reflection was interrupted by an urgent call from Dr. Reeves. Her face appeared on the screen, her expression grave. "Jake, Zara, we've got a problem. Our deep space monitors have detected a massive energy signature heading towards Earth. It's like nothing we've ever seen before." Jake felt a chill run down his spine. "The Galactic Council," Zara whispered, her skin paling to a ghostly white. "They're coming to pass judgment on our union and Earth's readiness for galactic citizenship." As alarms blared across the globe and the world's military scrambled to high alert, Jake and Zara knew that the true test of their love and humanity's place in the cosmos was about to begin. The fate of Earth would rest on their ability to prove that their unique bond was not a threat, but a beacon of hope for the entire universe. They clasped hands, their merged DNA glowing brightly between them. Whatever was coming, they would face it together. Two beings from different worlds, united by a love that defied the very laws of nature. As the mysterious energy signature drew closer, casting an ethereal glow visible even in daylight, humanity collectively held its breath. The next chapter in Earth's cosmic journey was about to unfold, and nothing would ever be the same again. Celestial judgment. The sky above Earth shimmered like a cosmic tapestry as the Galactic Council's massive ship entered the atmosphere. Its design defied human comprehension, a structure of impossible geometries and pulsating energy fields that seemed to bend reality itself. As the ship descended, every screen on the planet flickered to life, broadcasting the same message in every language: "Beings of Earth, your trial begins now." Jake and Zara stood hand in hand on a specially constructed platform in Times Square, surrounded by a mix of military personnel, government officials, and civilian onlookers. The air crackled with tension and possibility. From the ship emerged beings of pure energy, each a different color of the spectrum. Their voices resonated in the minds of every sentient creature on Earth. "We are the Galactic Council. For eons, we have overseen the development of civilizations across the cosmos. Today, we judge humanity's readiness to join the greater galactic community." The lead being, a swirling vortex of golden light, focused its attention on Jake and Zara. "You two represent an unprecedented anomaly, a fusion of species that could either herald a new age of cosmic harmony or unleash chaos across the stars. Prove to us why we should not simply erase this experiment and isolate your world." Jake stepped forward, his voice steady despite the weight of the moment. "Members of the Council, I stand before you not just as a human, but as living proof that different species can not only coexist, but thrive together. What Zara and I have isn't just a biological quirk, it's a testament to the power of understanding, empathy, and love." Zara joined him, her form shimmering with a mix of human and Andromedan features. "Our bond has already begun to transform both our species for the better. Humans are learning to tap into the cosmic consciousness, while my people are rediscovering the power of individuality and emotion. Together, we're stronger than we ever were apart." The council beings pulsed with energy, communicating in ways beyond human perception. Finally, the golden entity spoke again. "Words are easy. We require proof. You'll undergo the trials of ascension, tests that will push your bond and humanity's potential to its limits. Should you fail, Earth will be quarantined, cut off from the galactic community for a millennium. Before Jake or Zara could respond, they found themselves transported to an otherworldly arena. The sky above was a kaleidoscope of stars and nebulae, while the ground beneath their feet shifted like living mercury. "Let the trials begin," echoed the council's voice. What followed was a series of challenges that tested not just Jake and Zara, but humanity as a whole. Each trial was broadcast across the Earth, uniting the planet in a way never before seen. The first trial was one of the mind. Jake and Zara were subjected to illusions and mental assaults that threatened to break their sanity, but their shared consciousness, strengthened by their unique bond, allowed them to navigate the psychic labyrinth and emerge stronger. The second trial tested their physical limits. They faced creatures from across the galaxy, each more terrifying than the last. Jake's human ingenuity combined with Zara's Andromedan abilities in perfect harmony, showcasing the potential of their merged DNA. The final trial, however, was the most difficult. The Council presented them with an impossible choice: sacrifice their bond to guarantee Earth's acceptance into the galactic community, or risk everything on the strength of their connection. As Jake and Zara stood at the precipice of this monumental decision, something unexpected happened. Millions of voices echoed in their minds, the collective consciousness of humanity reaching out to support them. Scientists, artists, children, and elders all lending their strength and belief. In that moment, Jake and Zara realized that their bond had grown beyond just the two of them. It had become a symbol of hope for all of humanity, a bridge not just between two individuals, but between Earth and the cosmos. With renewed determination, they faced the Council. "We choose to keep our bond," Jake declared. "Not for ourselves, but for the future of both our species and the galaxy itself. Our connection is proof that love and understanding can transcend any boundary, even those between stars." Zara continued, her voice resonating with cosmic energy. "We invite you, the Council, to look beyond your ancient laws and see the potential in change. Earth may be young, but its people have a strength and adaptability that could bring new vitality to the galactic community." As they spoke, the merged DNA within them began to glow, brighter and brighter, until it engulfed the entire arena in a dazzling display of light and energy. The Council beings watched in awe as the radiance spread, touching each of them in turn. For a moment that seemed to stretch into eternity, the entire galaxy held its breath. Then, slowly, the light receded, and the Golden Council beings spoke. "In all our ends of existence, we have never witnessed such a display of unity and potential. Humanity, with all its flaws and virtues, has proven itself worthy. Earth will be granted full membership in the galactic community, with Jake and Zara serving as its ambassadors." The announcement triggered celebrations across the globe. Fireworks lit up the skies, strangers embraced in the streets, and for one brilliant moment, all of humanity was united in joy and wonder. As Jake and Zara were transported back to Times Square, they were met with thunderous applause, but they knew that this was just the beginning. Earth's journey among the stars was only just beginning, and there would be countless challenges ahead. Yet as they stood there, their merged DNA glowing softly between them, they felt ready for whatever the cosmos might throw their way. Their love had not only changed them, but had opened up a new chapter in the history of the galaxy itself. The age of cosmic unity had begun, and humanity, led by two unlikely heroes, was ready to take its place among the stars.